TikTok is basically fostering the next generations of neo-Nazis. There's just no other way for me to put it. And I know that came out of nowhere, so let me backtrack a little bit and explain to you why I came to that conclusion. So my experience with TikTok started 2 years ago. I opened up the platform simply because I wanted to promote my manga, Red Rapture, available right now on Amazon if you want to go ahead and pick yourself up a copy. But that was the sole purpose of using TikTok at the time. I just wanted to promote my manga. I realized that TikTok was a great platform to reach a lot of people very quickly, and it was a good opportunity for me to build a brand and get people excited and talking about my manga. However, while using the platform and learning about it and trying to understand the algorithm and all that stuff, I stumbled upon a video, and this video had a very simplistic format. It was comparing Africans, European and Asian architecture, but painting the African architecture as lesser than the other counterparts. When I saw that video, it really bothered me, and I didn't understand why someone would make a video like this. So after a couple of days of thinking about it, I realized, you know what, I can actually debunk this video really quickly. And since my comic book manga, Red Rapture, has a lot to do with African influences and architecture and stuff of that nature, I figured it would work well to showcase how I'm very, committed to African history, culture with my comic book. So I went ahead and debunked it real quickly, replaced the image with an actual, more accurate image that can go par to par with the other, content that was showing at the time. That video got about 1.2 million views. I was quite surprised, and I was also quite surprised by the comment section of people coming in only to try and just spread their hatred. The sole purpose was to try and demean and deny anything positive when it comes to African things. And that is where I started to pay more attention to those types of content. I would track down the channels and I would see that they would have a dedicated TikTok channel. Each video is ranging from around 250k to 2.2 million views, all pretty much dedicated to, spreading hateful and misinformation about Africans. And I decided from then on forward, I'm going to spend every single moment of my time debunking every single one of those videos by making videos of my own. At first, the format that I was using at the time wasn't working. I wasn't getting as much views as, those videos that were getting 2.2 million views, 500k views. But then I realized something. I kept asking to myself, how is TikTok allowing these types of videos to be on their platform? Because not only were those videos posting misinformation about Africans, they would have some of the most craziest audio you would have, and I mean crazy audios, bro. And those audios, you could use them and make videos with them, on top of other using weirdly cool sounding audios as well. But that was the main point of it. So then I said, you know what? Let me try something. I think I understood this strategy, because I wasn't thinking of it like me going against something. How do I put this? It's like I was viewing them more as memes when I should be viewing them more as propaganda, because the idea of a propaganda is to transmit as much information as humanly possible within 2 seconds of an image being shown to you. So I decided, okay, you know what, I'll just copy their format, I'll keep it exactly the same, whatever positive image that they use for Europeans, because at this point it was literally between Europeans versus Africans, and they will drag Asians with them from time to time, but mostly European versus Asian, right? So whatever positive image that they used for Europeans, I would keep it, and I would replace the negative images of Africans with a positive one. Again, whole lot of views. And I realized something. Okay, I think I can use their strategy of propaganda against them. Because every time I posted a positive image when it comes to Africans, they were quick to come to my comments. They were quick to, try to disprove what I was saying. So every time I made a video, I was very meticulous of what I was posting. But each time, I kept asking to myself, what is going on? Because I would hear people say they're trying to debunk or fight these racist people in the comments. Their comments would get taken down for community guideline violation, but videos that would say kill all N-words would be allowed to be on the platform for a whole month. a whole month of an audio going around saying, I hate the black people, kill N-words, all the crazy stuff that you could possibly think. And I was like, TikTok likes controversy. TikTok likes promoting things that has racist connotations or will cause conflict among people. And as I was doing these videos, I lost focus as to why I initially created that channel in the first place. And my channel at the time, which is Emperor Paris, that's why I called it on TikTok, became a channel purposely made to push out positive images and a positive mindset of the African people. I would stitch videos where I see someone say something racist and I would just debunk it, things of that nature. But the platform itself made me realize something. How TikTok algorithm works is that they will only show you things that you're interested in. So initially when I saw those videos, after I engaged with one of them, I would see a couple of more of them, in my, For You page. It never bothered me because in my mindset was different. I saw those videos as a great opportunity to not only debunk them, but to educate them and expose people to a more different view of Africans. And I would see that action have impact on people because people would start following my account and they would say things like, oh, I never knew this, thank you for sharing, all that good stuff, right? But these accounts would get millions of views. And there were some points where I would ask myself, is TikTok promoting these types of content purposely because they know it gets them views? Or is this just how people truly feel? And I would ask myself that question consistently. Is this how they feel? Or is this TikTok promoting the algorithm? I don't know. So I said eventually, as I kept doing that stuff, I realized TikTok wasn't really showing me those videos anymore. And I thought, okay, it was over, right? It was done. Maybe TikTok finally cracked it down, whatever. Then I decided, you know what? I'm going to search one of the phrases that they would usually use, which is Europe for Europeans, or Save Europe, or Never Lose Your Smile, or any of those stuff. I would search it up. Hundreds of videos just dedicated to slandering Africans. At some point it got ridiculous. I would see Europeans try to slander Africans. I would see Arabs try to slander Africans. I never saw Asians slander Africans. That's the weird part. I never saw any Asians doing it. It was only between Europeans, white Americans, and Arabs from North Africa. That was it, most of the time. For me anyways. I know there's probably more, but yeah. So I made a big mistake addressing the last thing on their platform, which was there was a trend that was going on where people were saying the Austrian Penta was right. So I tried to address it by creating two fictional characters, one being the fanboy wannabe Matzi, and the other one just being a somewhat intelligent thinking individual. And I would have them discuss. That video was taken down for community guideline, but I appealed it and it was approved, but I made a big mistake. I ended up uploading it twice, thinking that the first one wasn't going to get approved. The second one was obviously taken down, but the first one was still up. However, I realized that video was a ticking time bomb, which eventually got taken down again, and my account was permanently banned. So that ended my journey on the on the TikTok platform. It made me realize that, TikTok is far worse at funneling people into misinformation and basically into the red pill pipeline, far greater than YouTube could ever be. And because TikTok promotes engagement and doesn't really care what the engagement is necessarily about, racism and just discrimination and xenophobia just reigns supreme on that platform. So yeah, that's why I believe TikTok is fostering a racist community and it's going to fuck up the young generation who are using that platform. Unless people are continuing to fight back, because I can't anymore. My account was gone completely. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I'll talk to you guys next time.